studio with me in London is Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic. And Saeed, the crisis is most definitely deepening in Egypt today.
It is alarming and disturbing because the number of death is, like, according to the sources of the Muslim Brotherhood or security and health authorities, is alarming. It's the first time in Egypt to happen this kind of level of violence. So it's disturbing, and it needs to be like back off, think, and to deal with the problem, because like military action itself cannot solve the problem. So as Quentin said, like, they're trying to evacuate and the police forces, but the pro-Morsi supporters are like defending themselves. So if like the police try to evacuate by force, will be many casualties, and I think it will not be tolerated if this happens.
Remind us at this point what exactly the pro-Morsi supporters want, what's their objective, and indeed those who appear to be supporting the military.
The pro-Morsi supporter want him to reinstate Morsi to be back again, to be as a president, and supporting the coming back of the Shura Council and starting, the new process of like parliamentary elections. So they want to get back, like get the clock back since before 30th of June. The anti-Morsi or the pro-army roadmap on 30th of June, they want the roadmap which declared by the Minister of Defense and the other forces in Egypt on 3rd of July is to go for election and for the constitution. So there is two different demands, and it need to be kind of like negotiation. Otherwise, it will be like more disastrous and will be disturbing. So, and
fundamentally, this is about the role of religion, of Islam, in the political life of a country.
It is. The Muslim Brotherhood is the first time in their history since 1928 to be in power. So to be out of the process like that, they are not going to let it go without a fight. At the same time, they didn't learn how to negotiate, so they excluded everyone during the Morsi time, according to the opposition or the supporter of the army and the roadmap. So now the challenge for them is to rethink and make compromises, because, like, the army on the strong position and is supported by millions of people. So to get Morsi back will be like difficult nowadays. So you need negotiation and another party doing the bit to reconcile between the Muslim Brotherhood and the army from the other side, because there is a deadline this afternoon. The army gave it to the Muslim Brotherhood either to accept to be part of the political process and move forward or not. But based on the history of the Muslim Brotherhood, I doubt they are going to meet the deadline. I think they're stubborn. They don't, so they need to think again, to go away and think. But the leadership of Isam al-Aryan, Muhammad Badi, and Muhammad al-Biltagi, Safat Hijazi, and all of these people, they are under the heat of the pressure, so they are defending Morsi. But they need to rethink, because they are not in the position of power.
And finally, Saeed, one very quick question, if I can. Who's running Egypt today?
Who's running Egypt today? It's, according to what happened on 3rd of July, is the interim president, Adli Mansour, and the government and the Minister of Defense. Even it looks like, because there's many critique come when Assisi, the Minister of Defense, called for the rallies on Friday. So everyone's saying, oh, is Assisi in power or the president? So let's talk about that. So he plays a big role, but still the president and the government can play another role. And this is the challenge. Can the government and the president negotiate and benefit from a new intervention or not to get the Muslim Brotherhood? Because without excluding them will be dangerous, will put them underground, and will make retaliation, because they cannot let it go without. So they need to give them part of the government, part of the future. Otherwise, they will go violent, and will be more violence in the coming weeks and months.
Saeed Shehata, thank you very much indeed for now. Saeed Shehata from the BBC's Arabic service. Now let's